Welcome to the Prop Trader Accelerator webinar. In the email you received, there were topics we are going to go over. The evaluation process, Mike Fabiano is going to handle. I'm recording it on OBS, Joe. So let's get started here. First and foremost, anytime you ever have any sort of product, everybody they want to know cost immediately. I'm going to give you a cost versus value example. So, for instance, let's say you wanted to trade in the futures market $25, $50, $100, $150,000, $250,000 account, even down to a $25,000 account, which is still a substantial account. You need to understand something, everyone. That money needs to be in your account. So you need to take it out of your pocket and put it into a futures account. Now, I'll get to questions at the end. I just want to run through the presentation so you understand the cost to value. Well, I can tell you one thing. Having a chunk of money like that in your account, you're going to definitely miss on a lot of opportunities other places. So, what if I were to tell you that if you qualify, you could go to a prop trading firm and they are going to accept all of the risk, meaning they are going to fulfill your capital requirement, meaning the amount of money in your account. They're also going to absorb all your losses for a fraction of that cost that you would need to deposit into a futures account. To me, that's value. You're taking very, very little risk. Not to mention the fact, to learn this method, it's a write-off. It's education. You're learning something. Now, who is teaching you? I am. I'm Patrick Assalone. I'm one of the owners of Target Trading Academy. I currently hold a Series 3 and 34 license that is licensed in commodities, futures, and the 34 is Forex. I am maybe one of a handful of people on this freaking planet that have those two licenses. Formerly Series 7, 66 financial advisor, Wachovia Securities, Wittenberg Group. I was also one of about 8 people in the entirety of Wachovia Securities that was authorized to sell collateralized debt paper, which tells you I know about risk. I understand risk intimately, which is generally one of the bigger issues that people have. So, what do we offer you? First and foremost, we are in a live trading room every single day. We are supplying you with the levels you are going to take your trades off of. Every day before the market opens in the pit session. Nobody else in this business does that. So I've just provided value for you. I have taken all the guesswork out of it. We're going to get to the value of those levels in a few minutes. So all you have to do every day is learn a method, exercise patience and discipline, and execute. That's it. Now, as simple as that sounds, it's not nearly as easy as most people think because it takes a little bit of work. But the method is there every single day. It does not change. It is the same thing every single day. You're not taking anything based off of technical analysis, a bunch of worthless indicators that are lagging indicators that have never shown anybody or proven to anyone ever that they are valid in identifying where a trade may or may not occur. Nothing. I am showing you levels based off of volume, only showing you where the big players are. We do this in an online trading classroom. What differentiates us from prop trading firms? Nobody in a prop trading firm is going to do that. Generally, what happens is you're left to your own devices to qualify. Nobody's guiding you. Nobody's helping you. Nobody's keeping you accountable. What do we do in our room? First and foremost, we teach you a method. We then train you how to use said method. And then the value added, we coach you when you are qualifying and when you are live at the prop firm. We keep you accountable. We keep you on track. What's the difference between the vast majority of anybody in this business and what we do? You have to send your trades into me. I then give you your options before you take another one. It's very simple. You're now accountable. You're not left on your own to guess. You have a trusted advisor sitting here who, by the way, again, is actually licensed to be able to give financial advice in these instruments. The real value added is once you qualify, you have somebody here with you the entire time. The method. The method is very simple. All you are going to do is wait until the market gets to a specific level. Hold on one second, guys. Let me change the broadcast here. So I'm going to take you to the screen that we would use. So now, let me bring up a market profile graphic of the S&P 500. This is yesterday's range. These high volume areas, these orange areas, depending on your screen, these pink areas are going to identify your trade entry signals. Well, where are they? They are here, they are here, they are here, they are here. Just using yesterday's range, you have 8 separate possible opportunities to trade. Well, what happens if you get above or below the previous day's range? Here, 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 and here. So how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 separate levels. 20 possible entries. Nobody else in the business offers you that. You know where they are. The day before the market opens, all you need to do is wait. What is the method based on? The method is based on essentially reversal entries or trending entries. We teach you how to execute those trades. Is everybody clear with that, yes or no? It's very simple, very easy. All you have to do is follow the rules. That's value. The guesswork is taken out. We also use gap fills. Quite possibly the highest percentage trade winner of any kind of entry anywhere in this business, except for the fact you need to know how to do it. What are you looking for in a gap fill? Let's say, for example, this is yesterday's range, and the market opens gap up. What do most people not know about this? Most people don't know this is pretty much the only time of the day that the vast majority of buyers and sellers from the previous day and today's session are working together. Why is that? Well, here's yesterday's close. We're in a defined uptrend. And in the futures market, you only need one more aggressive buyer versus passive seller to drive the market up. So let's just say, using a round number, the market closed at 61.20 yesterday. If you opened up here at 61.48, you just woke up with a 28-point Christmas present in January. Well, what do you think the vast majority of professional traders are going to do? And before I answer that, I'm going to tell you what the vast majority of amateur traders are going to do. Oh my goodness gracious, the market went up, I've got to buy. Biggest mistake you're ever going to freaking make in your life. Because the professional traders, exactly, Rachel Mueller, are going to take profit. So what are they going to do? They are going to close their long orders that they were holding. And this technique is especially powerful. Tuesday morning through Friday morning. They are going to close their long entry positions with shorts because that's how you close a futures trade. Well, what do you think all of those people, because remember, you only need one more passive aggressive buyer versus passive seller to drive that market up. What do you think all those people who were short are going to be doing there? They didn't wake up with a Christmas present in January. They woke up with a 28-point nightmare. Does everybody understand that? So they are going to start doing what? Doubling down on their shorts, hitting that sell button, trying to get back to break even. This is the only time of the day that you are going to have a great percentage of buyers and sellers, both market participants, working together. To give you a phenomenal example, let's use what happened in gold today. Gold opened gap down versus yesterday's range. The market sold off, came back through its open, which is what you're waiting for because that gap fill is in force and good all day until it's not. That market went up, filled the gap with a winner. And then it stopped dead at the point of control, which is the most heavily traded price of the previous day. That is the power of a gap fill. Are you always going to get a trade? No, you're not. But I'm going to tell you one thing. There was your valid long, which, by the way, was called out by our software. That's not valid. There's no room to run. You never got pulled in there. You got pulled in and probably stopped out right there. Did you get the full gap fill? No, you did not, but you got about a 4.5-point win. In the case of gold, every point is worth $100, depending on how many contracts you had. Let's say you had 2. It's an $800 win. You're then done for the day. Why would you be done for the day? Well, maybe you're not. And here's another reason why we add value. Let's say, for example, everybody in that room, in this room, took that trade with 2 contracts. Now you're up $800. You're going to have a choice. You can either leave with your profit, you can risk half, or you can risk break even. But if you lose or break even on your next trade, you can risk it all, you can risk it half. You've got to quit. We have to keep you liquid. We have to keep you winning. Now, I use the example of 2 contracts. Guys, that's generally going to be on a $10,000 account. Well, what were to happen if you had a $50,000 account? If you had a $100,000 account? If you had a $150,000 or $250,000 account? Wow, I could now take it with 3, 4, 5, 6 contracts. And my $10,000 is not at risk. Does everybody understand the leverage and the advantage of being a funded trader? How learning to become a funded trader opens up all kinds of doors that you may not have using your own money? Is everybody clear with that? This is why the leverage is so important. This is why having a bona fide method is so important. This is why having someone keeping you accountable is so important. You're not there on your own, by yourself. If you ask me, that's a lot of value. For example, let me show you one of our students, Seth. Seth is a funded trader with one of our partners, Legends Trading. He's up $225 today. Over the month, he's up $3,750. He has achieved every parameter that he needs to get paid this month. He's going to keep 90% of that. So if he stops right now, he's going to keep $3,375 of live, real money. When his monthly risk, and Mike is going to get into this very soon, for a $185 risk to be able to take that chance and trade that account. Now you're going to say, well, how do I know this is any good and how can you prove it? First and foremost, I have dozens of traders who trade live money in different prop accounts, all sorts of prop accounts, 3 to 4 different companies. I taught them from zero. Let me give you an example of my record. Since 2022, which was when we started keeping records here. Now understand something, everyone. This is not me taking a trade in front of everybody. This is not me front running anybody like a lot of the scoundrels in this business do. They front run you and they take trades before you're in so you can get them out. I don't do that. These are students taking trades. So let's say, for example, on Monday, January 3rd, 2022, we were 11 wins and 2 losses. That's not 11 people taking the same trade and me counting it as 11 wins. That's 11 unique entries, meaning different from one another. So you may have 7 people that take the same trade. It only counts as one trade. 2022, 4,621 wins, 1,331 losses, 198 break-evens, 75% student winning percentage. 2023, 71.21 student winning percentage. 2024, 74% student winning percentage. This year, 2025, 73.36%. This week alone, 7 wins, starting from last week, 7 wins, 2 losses, 22 wins, 5 losses, 18 wins, 8 losses, 26 wins, 6 losses, 28 wins, 11 losses. This week, 9 wins, 1 loss. Tuesday, 12 wins, 5 losses. Wednesday, 19 wins, 10 losses. Today, 18 wins, 5 losses, and 4 break-evens. That's the value of this method, and we can prove it every single day. I've shown you value. I have shown you how the cost is literally insignificant to the value that you would receive if you chose to take this journey, qualify, and become a funded trader. With that being said, I'm going to bring Mike in. Mike is going to go over trading systems that work, how to get started maintaining your funder trader status. And also remember something, everybody, before Mike takes this over. You can do this manually. You don't have to buy any funky, crazy software. We do offer the Trade Assist software that makes your life a whole hell of a lot easier. But that's entirely up to you. You're not being forced to do anything. So, Mike, with that being said, would you please take it away?
Happily. Thank you, Pat. Again, I'm Mike Fabietto. I've probably worked with the majority of you here. Some of you not. Installed many of the platforms and set up most of your charts in this room. So that's something that I think is important that we add to this program. A lot of people have issues with their computers and stuff like that, setting up everything, and they say like, well, of course Pat can do it, he's a professional trader, but how can I guarantee that I can do it? Well, I mean, we set up the chart for you so that they look the same way as they do right on Pat's screen right there. And if you mess it up, which a lot of people do, we log in and fix it for you, all right? So along with that, the charts, or the tools and indicators that we're talking about here, have everything built into it. Everything that Pat just went over as far as his method is built in to these tools to help you be more fast and effective. Now that being said, I want to break down what it takes to be a funded trader. Let's just take it on a smaller account size. Let's take it on the 50,000. The rules for you to have a $50,000 funded account is, first and foremost, you can only trade a max of 10 contracts in the E-minis. If you want to trade on the micros, you can trade all the way up to 50 micros contracts. Does that mean that you should? No, it doesn't. Pat will break down all of that in the room, not only on a daily basis, but we also have his group mentorship, which is on Saturdays, that actually comes with the program that we're talking about here today. Also, for you to be able to do this and follow along with these rules, I've left the note in the announcement tab there, and we get you 70% off of any of these prices that you're looking at on the screen. Now, again, that being said, for the $50,000 account size, max 10 contracts in the E-mini, max 50 contracts in the micros, your profit target is $3,000. Okay. Now, you can't lose more than $2,000. That's your trailing max loss. EOD means end of day, meaning that you know you can't lose $2,000, but somehow throughout the day you lose $3,000. And then before 4 o'clock Central Time, somehow you get lucky, toss another trade out there, you make $2,000 back. They're only going to count the $1,000 against you that you're down, because they're following along with that end of day. Okay, that's how they're going to check your account. That's the only number that matters for them is end of day. Now, you got 7 days that you have to trade. That's what the 7 days is. 7 days minimum trading. Okay, so what that means is if you trade 3 days this week, 2 days this week, and then don't even take another trade for the rest of the month, that's fine. You can still take the next month, jump into one more trading day, and meet your target. Doesn't have to be in the same month, doesn't have to be in the same week, doesn't have to be anything like that. As long as you complete 7 successful trading days and don't lose $2,000 and you make $3,000, you're as good as a funded trader. Now, there's a little bit written behind that you're not seeing. There's also what's called a 30% max that you can only reach daily. So you have to, if you have to trade for 7 days, you can't make $1,000 in a day and then get to day 7 and they'll just fund you. If you make more than 30% in one day, they're going to add more time. They're going to say, well, you did it for 7 days, but you got lucky on this day and you made 50% of your account size in one day. They're going to count that against you and they're going to say, so now give me another 7 trading days and show me what you can do. Okay. And again, that can stretch out for a span of months if you wanted to. That's not important. It's not. It doesn't have to all be in a row. It's just what's important is that you successfully do it within those, or trade for a minimum of those many days. Don't make more than 30% all in one trade during that 1 day trading, and then don't lose more than the amount in front of you, the 2,000. Okay. So if we were just to break that down, you guys are looking at $428 roughly, 429, call it. If you were to break 3,000 down into 7 days, okay. So if you know that those are your rules in what you're looking to make, that's just a couple points on a couple contracts in just the ES alone, okay. You can set those goals for yourself, know it, and then you have the charts, tools, and indicators there on a daily basis. You have Patrick there on a daily basis to go in, ask a question, say, hey, I made this much, I have this much to go, I have this many days traded. You can look at everything right in your dashboard, and Pat will go through, break it down, and analyze it for you. We got one of our traders here. He passed his evaluation in 8 trading days. He actually did more than 30% on one of the days, and they told him, just give us one more day. You were close. I think he did like $550 on one trading day. So they just basically said, do this, make this much in 1 day. Don't go over it, and we'll go ahead and fund it. So he was funded in 8 trading days. I believe he's still funded. That was right before the new year. I haven't talked to him this month, but I have seen his trades, and he's still successfully making money. So that goes without saying that having a big brother looking over your shoulder like Patrick, somebody to hold you accountable to following these rules is priceless. Now, I want to answer any questions that you have just about what it takes to get funded on that part alone, on what I just went over. Does anybody have any questions? Okay. Question 1, what is the pre-qualification criteria for the Legends packages? There is no pre-qualification. You just pay the amount there, and if you use the coupon that I sent, you get 70% off. So that's really all. You do it, and it'll link right up to Tiffany. I know that you have NinjaTrader, so you'll set up an account right through them, and instantly, as you're setting up the account, it'll give you a new login to NinjaTrader. So instead of logging in with your personal trading account, you log in with the new credentials. If you have any of our bots, tools, and indicators, it's fine. It'll automatically sync up to the new account, and it'll do that. Go ahead, Pat.
So Tiffany, I think I understand what you're asking. Pre-qualification criteria. We would do exactly what we're doing right now. I would take you through money management. But I would take you through money management most likely the way you're doing it right now, and then I would take you one round according to the rules of the plan that you purchased. So let's say you purchased the $100,000 account. We would craft and I hate that word, I sound so new agey. We would craft a program for you to achieve those goals, because obviously the numbers are going to be bigger. You're not trading 2 contracts to 3 contracts to 4 contracts. You're starting out with probably 5 or 6. You would prove it to me and you would prove it to yourself that you are ready to do this. You and I will get on the phone. We will talk about it. I will ask you all kinds of crazy questions that have nothing to do with trading. And we'll see if you're ready. And if you're ready, swing for the fences. But again, as I had said earlier, we're just not turning you guys loose. Having the confidence to do this is priceless. It's valuable. For a lot of you guys that don't know this, I don't talk about this much anymore because I just am not in that life anymore. I was a professional fighter for 14 years. I was world champion in 2003. I started wrestling when I was 6 years old. Nobody threw me into a cage at 6 years old to fight in a main event for a world title. Practice, practice, practice. I knew 5 fights before the world championship. I was ready for it. The first time I fought, I lost. The second time I got it, I won. I had my coaches, I had my trainers, I had my friends, I had my support system. I did not do it alone. Trading and fighting are very, very similar because you're doing this on your own. The difference is you've got me with you. Did that help answer the question, Tiffany? Derek, Mike will take that question.
Yes, you can link it to your private account. It's just a different data connection. That's it. You can still be logged into your own personal account, and then can you hear me? Okay, Derek. Is this clear when I'm talking? Is it cutting out at all? Everybody else clear? It may just be yours there, Derek. Check your data connection there. But yeah, to answer that question, you can have actually both accounts linked to your account to right through NinjaTrader. So as soon as you sign up through Legends, it'll do it. I'll actually, if you're a part of our program, I'll actually help you get it all set up if you have any questions, because I'm going to help you get everything installed. Which brings me to our next point, what actually comes with the package. Yes, we can. That's weird. Is everybody else hearing that same kind of thing? It sounds like I'm backing away from the mic. No? Okay. All right. So I guess just check the recording, and obviously, yes, I did put the number you can reach me personally at, and we can call you too. Just let us know that you want us to reach out, and either me or Joe will reach out to you. Next question is from Doug. If you make more than 30% a day, does that increase the expectations of what you have to make? Yes, it does. Yeah. It'll give you more trading days, and you just have to make a certain amount of money during those trading days. That's predetermined by them at that time. It'll tell you you've made it in the dashboard. It'll tell you you've passed funding. Please wait up to 48 hours, and they'll contact you and let you know. So you can either contact them and say, hey, I just want to know, did I pass it? I can see that I did more than 30%. What do I have to do here? And they'll go through and they'll break it all down for you. I also linked our podcast. I have a podcast on YouTube where I invited the owner of Legends with me, Patrick, and Randall on that podcast. And we asked him and them many questions that you may be thinking. So if you want to take a look at that, the link is in the announcement tab there as well. It's called the Life and Leverage Podcast on YouTube. So please feel free to check that out. Question number 2, do you have a preferred provider? Are you talking about as far as the software, Tiffany? Oh, no, we don't have a preferred. We have really vetted legends, talked to them numerous times, and made sure that they were going to do everything that they promised. They said they were going to do, and we have a good relationship with them. So plus we can get you 70% off the tools or their program over there. So that's a nice bonus, and that's continuous. That 70% is every single month. What's nice about that too, we actually have a student of ours. I don't even think Pat knows this, but we do have a student of ours that has 20 linked accounts through Legends. What that means is she has, I think she did it at all 20 at the $250,000 account size. So all of them, once she passed one, she has a copy to all of the accounts. And as soon as she was funded on one account, she was funded on all of those accounts. Okay, they will help you link those right through Legends. We can help you set that up as well. And if you have a 70% off, off of the program, you can easily set up 3 different account sizes and control $150,000 worth of market or worth of the market, and be doing it for the same price that most people are paying for just one $50,000 trading account. So that's all in there. Again, if you have any questions on that or how to link those, we can absolutely help you do so. Any other questions for now? I want to go over a couple things on the tools and indicators and what all comes with this program, but let's keep the questions rolling if you have them. So each account is treated separately. So you make 50% on a few and 10% on others. No, you can actually, let me answer that in 2 different ways, Doug. You can actually trade them all separately, or there's a program that you can link right through Legends and through the data connection at Tradeovate, which is what Ninja uses. You can use that copy account, which means as soon as let's just say hypothetically I take a trade on my one trading account, and I just have that open. If I take a trade on that one account and I make $200 on that one account, I make $200 on all of the accounts. It'll sync up, it'll take the same exact trades. It literally is a copy account of that one account. So you can do both ways. Does that answer your question, Doug? Good. Good. See, Rachel's got a couple questions. We'll wait for that, and Doug as well. Pricing is the same for eval. Yeah, that's what I mean. So you can continue to use that 70% for all of the accounts monthly. I don't see what happens to pricing when funding happens. You still have to pay your monthly charges when you're funded. Every month you're going to continue to pay that. It's just once you're funded, I mean, there's your ROI. Then you're trading on that amount of capital. The rules don't change, and you're still paying your monthly, except for you can take 90% of the profits out twice a month. But the idea that count towards your full total or each separate, Doug, if you did it on the copy account, it's separate, but again, if you're taking the same trade on all accounts at the same exact time, the results are going to be duplicated across all accounts. So if you get funded on one account, you're going to get funded on the rest as long as you have them linked on the copy account. Other places charge you fees when you get funded. There is a fee. But it's a lifetime fee. I think it's $148. at Legends once you do it. So you're not paying continuous. It's a lifetime thing. So you pay once over there after you're funded, and that's it. Question 3: are there broker fees? Good question. They will count it just like you would have a broker fee during the funding, and you can see that right on the platform on a daily basis. When you log in and you click on accounts in NinjaTrader, it shows, you're like right now, I'm sure you have it, where you click on it, it'll show your live account, how much money you have in there, how much money you made or lost that day, and then it shows that including the fees, that's all in there. It's the same exact way, and that's all predetermined between the exchanges, the brokers, and Legends. So you'll see that even when you're practicing on the sim account, what's known as the evaluation or eval account, and then you'll still continue to see it as you move into the funded trader account. One good thing about Legends is after you become and stay funded for 2 months now, they'll actually move you into a full professional trade system, meaning that they'll help you not only stay funded, but they'll help you get into different trading events and stuff if you really want to take this full time. Not only are they there to support you, but as are we. So if you want to make this a full-time thing, they will help you, as will we. Okay, any other questions on that? Fantastic. All right, so I wanted to go over a couple of tools. So Patrick was talking about how he calls out the areas the night before, which is the areas that you have to, where you're looking to take your trades on a daily basis. They're called out around 6:30, 7 o'clock Eastern PM every single day. And as soon as Patrick himself draws them out, if you have a NinjaTrader, they will automatically appear on your screen. Nothing they have to do. A lot of people struggle with taking the time to draw them in every single day for multiple different markets. Pat always has 6 different markets up in the room. And for the micros and minis, he draws them out on his own. And so you don't have to. It'll automatically do it. As you know, if you want to be a good trader, being planned, being systematic, all of that stuff is important. And this just helps you get some of that time back. So as soon as you log into NinjaTrader, those are there. That is called Voila. It comes with the bundle and the program called the PropTrader Accelerator that we are offering everybody here today, as well as our auto assist software, which is Patrick's method in an auto assist and auto trading bot. What that means is if everything lines up on the screen according to Patrick's methods, and you have that bot on, it'll take the trade for you. It'll put in your entry exactly where it's supposed to be. It'll put your protective stop exactly where it's supposed to be. It'll put your target exactly where it's supposed to be. It'll even trail that trade with a 1 or 2 bar stop. So again, a lot of people struggle with being able to move that stuff on their own. That bot does it for you. It is Patrick's methods and his strategies put into a robot. It is an extension of your arm. It's not to be just set it and forget it. It's to assist you with your trades. Okay? So again, just another thing to make your life a lot easier. And with this program, the PropTrader Accelerator, again, you get Patrick's room every single day from 7 a.m. Eastern time until 4 p.m. Eastern time. There's a break for lunch, and then at night, Monday through Thursday, you have the Ramp Up with Randall room, which is at 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern time, Monday through Thursday. And again, repeat, Patrick's is 7 to 4 Eastern time, Monday through Friday. Also, on Saturdays, with this round, we are offering Pat's small group mentorship. What that means is it is designed and developed to get you through his whole course within 6 weeks. Okay? The program is a full year. It comes with all of this stuff, but it also comes with that small group mentorship for the 6 weeks. And you have a copy of all of the previous recordings for all of the other small group mentorships that he's done. I'm telling you, there is absolute gold in there, you guys. You can go through that and watch the videos and get a very good idea of how to practice and do Patrick's methods. And then you take it in real time into the markets and send them into the guy himself, and he's gonna break it down for you. So, you know, when it comes to ROI, once you guys are funded, you know, there's your ROI for you right there. Yeah, go ahead, Pat, please.
Now, while we've been in this webinar, this is an example of the Trade Assist software. First, it lights up the swing bars for you if they are valid, meaning you have one-to-one reward to risk available in front of you. It will also disqualify trades. So for example, in gold, you got a bar, you got a bar, you got a bar, it got disqualified, the software turned it off, canceled the trade. In the ES, you have a winner here. In the NASDAQ, winner here, winner there. This has been since we've been here in this webinar. That's to give you an example of how the software helps. You would still be in the NASDAQ trade, you would still be in the ES trade. The bot would trail it for you and you're in it until you are out. Back to you, Mike.
Thank you. All right, so just to continue a little bit more about the full special webinar bundle for the Prop Trader Accelerator. Not only does it come with the bots, the executioner and voila auto indicator. Inside of the executioner, there's also an executor indicator which changes the colors of the bars. One important thing on that is it uses a special level of volume. You do not have to have that indicator. With the one that include with the CME bundle level 1 that's included in Legends, that's all you need. You don't have to pay the $60 extra a month. The bot will still do its thing, and you're completely fine using just that, which is huge. That indicator is a very powerful and important tool to the program. So it comes with voila, it comes with executioner, it comes with Patrick's mentorship, it comes with Patrick's and Randall's room on a daily basis to help you out. Total cost usually is $3,500 down, and then you just pay $350 a month for the year. Right now we are offering a kind of webinar special where instead of $3,500 down, it's $2,500 down, and then the following month it'll start your $350 payment. That'll come on the same day every single month, and you keep access to everything else that we just went through: the tools, the education, the software, the recordings, the campus library, Patrick. All of that good stuff. Any questions about the offer or how to take advantage of it, how to get funded, anything like that, anything that I can help you out or Patrick can help you out with, we are here to help.
All right, everyone. I don't see anyone typing any questions. Mike, we do have the coupon code. We do have the phone numbers. We got our email addresses for you and Joe, I believe. So everyone, I would like to say thank you very much. It was our pleasure. I know you are all busy. We are very, very grateful for your attendance. And with that being said, for those of you not with us, hope to see you very soon. Have a phenomenal day. Thank you.